Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here is Isa. If you would like to watch more videos, if you would like to get the notifications for the videos that I upload, don't forget to ring the bell and hit the subscribe button and you will get all the new videos that I upload. This time I'm just going to be making a short video about the books that we can actually use and might really help us in developing or within the language process that we are currently following. I'm just gonna explain to you those books from a personal experience, basically, or some people who actually also suggested those books for me as well, and I followed the leads. And then after that, I realized it's something that I would actually like to reflect to you guys. First of all, before I even dig into the 4 books that I'm about to mention, some of us might find reading very interesting and some of us might find it too boring to sit down and keep reading a book for a while. But I'm just saying that we can make reading as fun as it could be by making the right choice, choosing the right books for us. I mean, we should choose books according to our preferences. For example, if you love literature books, then you should really go for that. If you love fiction books, you should also take a step and choose a fiction book or non-fiction. I mean, like with all the types of literature books that we are actually willing to read. I mean, everything that would really help us with gaining vocabulary should be very useful, and we should actually be able to decide what kind of books that we need to choose. Some of us might be really interested in a book because of the characters or because of the way how the book is narrated. So we differ. It differs from person to person, but it's always going to be the way in which we are going to be we're going to be sure that we are making the right choice by choosing this book, for example. So hereby I'm just going to suggest to you some books. We have the first one, which is the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. I mean, all of us might have came across the series itself, a series of movies. I think certainly like most of us have already watched the movie. So this is actually going to be a reason for us to choose this book, the series of those books, because it's going to be easier for us also to follow up, because I believe that it would be easier if we actually started by reading books that we have already watched as movies, because it will be easier to guess the consequence of the story that's being told to us or the story that we are actually reading. So this could be a good reason to start with Harry Potter series. Also, the first editions of those books were conducted in a very easy language process, so I think that should be very very good. So we should start with the first edition normally, and then we have Matilda by Roland Dahl. He's an English author, and this story goes about a girl that realizes or discovers that she is actually very intelligent and smart, and she has some kind of powerful powers that she likes to use, and then she starts using those powers against her horrible parents and the dean of her school, who is a I think she is a she's a bully and she hates children. So she basically starts to use those powers against her parents and the dean of the school that she goes to. And then we have the third story, which is Lord of the Flies by William Bolden. It's a classic literature book, but I think as it might have already been brought to me that, or I've been told that some schools are actually teaching this in school, this book, but some aren't. So to all of you who might actually came across it or not, this one is a short story about a group of young people who end up alone in an island after their plane crashed, and then after that they start being violent. Actually, when they are in this island, there are no rules for them, so they can do whatever they want, and then after that they start being violent and fighting for power between themselves. They become so the thing turns into a little bit of a tragic. And then we have the last but not least, The Old Man and the Sea. It's for Ernest Hemingway. And it's about an elderly Cuban, I think, fisherman who was fighting to catch a very huge fish that was called marlin. And after a few months of bad luck that he has had and without catching anything at all, so it's one of the best known American novels of all time. and we should really come across the story. I think so. And then also from my experience, I'm just going to tell you about the books of Taib Saleh. We all know Taib Saleh and all the books that he actually wrote and how they became translated into English, to other languages as well, to English, to French, and I think also to Spanish. Some of those stories that might be really interesting. I came across one at university, or few, I think so. We have Season Migration to the North. We have Domot Wat Hamid. We have Wada Zain. There are a lot of authors who wrote amazing books that are being translated. And I think this one would be very useful for us as Sudanese, let's say, because it's the original book is written in Arabic, as the author was in Arabic or Sudanese. So it's basically translated to other language. So this would be very good for us also to compare the way how it's narrated, and we can compare also the words from this book to the other one. So I think that's a good idea to check Taib Saleh's books as well, and that would be very useful from also a personal experience. And I think that's so far what I want to say about the 4 books that we might come across, knowing that reading is an important skill as with the 4 English language skills as well. So yes, I think that's all I want to say for today. And if you have any suggestions, please don't forget to leave it in a comment as well and below, and I will make sure to reply. If you have anything to add, feel free to add. And till then, see you next time. One more time, if you would like to watch more videos, if you would like to get the notifications, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. And till next time, see you guys. Have a good day.